Welcome back to a new episode of SHS Today. First, we go to 4 different proms in the area, talk to a teacher who is retiring, then we go to Luke Atzinger to tell us about senioritis. All this and more on SHS Today. How's it going, Celine? Welcome back to another episode of SHS Today. As always, I'm Nick Long.
And I'm Darren Faircloth. Let's get right into the news.
The last day for seniors is going to be on May 24th. Seniors, feel free to start counting down the days until graduation and start looking forward to summer. Now that it's getting close to the end of the school year, people are starting to develop senioritis. Symptoms of this condition consists of lacking of motivation or decline in performance. We're going to go to Luke Atzinger to tell us more.
I'm Dr. Luke, and this is the diagnosis. Today's topic, senioritis. Senioritis is defined as a supposed affliction of students in their last year of high school, characterized by a lack of motivation and performance. We go and we talk with students to find out just who has this disease and what we can do to figure it out. Can you tell us your classes for this trimester?
This trimester, I don't have a first hour.
All right, Max, can you just let me know where you've invested most of your time this trimester as a senior?
Most of my time, probably at home. I'm not even going to lie with you.
What is senior year to you?
Chill.
Thank you. That's all we need. Thank you, Joey. Shake my hand. Thank you. I'm a doctor. I have to ask, what is senior year like to you?
Mighty fine, might add.
Can you elaborate?
To say the least, it's been a pretty wild ride. Hopped on some tables, hopped down on some tables, hit some floors, took some showers. What can I say?
Have you noticed a decline in performance with grades and homework and such?
Well, definitely this last month. It's been a little hard to stay motivated since we're so close to the end.
Suck it up.
Once again, I'm Luke Atzinger, and I'm a doctor.
Seniors, please know how important it is to keep working on schoolwork. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On the 27th, there will be no school because of Memorial Day weekend. Please take the time to honor our fallen troops who made the ultimate sacrifice to protect our freedom.
Now, we're going to take some time to recognize one of the teachers here at Saline who will be retiring. Let's go to Will Fawcett to hear more.
Scott Theisen, a fitness teacher here at Saline, is retiring after this year. We check in with him on this week's Teacher Feature.
Well, I've been in education 32 years. This is my 32nd year, and one of them was interim athletic director, so actually 31 years teaching. Currently, most of the classes I teach is fitness, but I also have some basic phys ed and a class called individual sports.
Mr. Theisen isn't 100% sure what he wants to do with his retirement, but he won't forget the great memories he had at Saline.
Winning the state championship in 2017, but as a teacher, I think just seeing former students come back and getting a chance to see what they're doing after 4 or 5 or even 10 years after graduation. I think the relationships with the kids, seeing them go from young 9th graders that they have a lot to grow and improve on, and seeing them go through and graduate.
Students are a big part of a teacher's day-to-day, and Theisen will miss that the most.
I like the relationship part with the kids, the students, and the whole student body and the staff. So I think I'll miss that the most, the energy that goes on a Friday before a football game or something before the holiday break. I'll really miss that.
We hope that Mr. Theisen has a wonderful retirement. I'm Will Fawcett, back to you in the studio.
In case you didn't know, Miss Akins, Miss Seegert, Mr. Loveland, Mr. Carapas, and Mr. Lauchu are all retiring along with Mr. Theisen. We will miss you all.
I don't know about you, Darren, but I'm very glad that we go to a school that really appreciates their teachers and all the hard work they do.
Now, I'm sure that everyone had a fun night at prom this year. Being from Island, our prom was pretty great. But let's go to Lucas Barron and tell us more about Celine's prom and some other schools.
Everyone knows that prom season is upon us, and we are here to tell you everything that happened over this past weekend. Celine had their prom at the EMU campus, and their theme was ancient Greece. Chelsea held their dance at the Kensington Hotel in Ann Arbor, and their theme was Masquerade. Milan's theme was Enchanted Forest, and their prom was held at the Milan Red Barn. And finally, Manchester had their prom at the Jackson Convention Center with a rustic theme. Dexter will be having their prom at the U of M Big House on May 18th with the theme of Masquerade. Well, I hope all of you out there have had a great prom weekend. I'm Lucas Barron, back to you in the studio.
Everything looks pretty eventful here in Southeast Michigan. Thank you, Lucas. Now, before we say goodbye, there are some pretty important dates coming up for Celine. On May 9th, there's going to be College 101. On May 10th, there's going to be a blood drive, and there will also be an art show in Celine on the same date. Next, the 14th, there will be Celine Special Olympics on the track. And finally, on the 15th, is going to be Senior Grammy Night. For more information, visit the Celine Area Schools website. Well, that's all the time we have left this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Nick Long.
And I'm Darren Faircloth. Tune in next week for the junior-only show about standardized testing. Have a great week, Hornets.